Hello, San Diego. Meteorologist Sean Stiles here on CBS 8 Plus. I want to wish you a very happy Christmas Eve as we get ready to head into Christmas Day. And it has been a very interesting day here in San Diego. Strong south winds, the rain's finally rolled in. We're looking here from the UCSD campus towards the west, and we're still seeing plenty of rain falling across the county as we speak right now. The winds have died down a little bit, but boy, they were really gusting earlier. Here's a look at your Doppler radar as we look across the county. Some heavy rain still falling across the inland microclimates, and especially in the foothills and up into the mountains. Scattered showers here and there along the coastline. You saw those partially clearing out over the ocean, but I'll tell you what, this rain is going to continue over the next, say, 4 to 8 hours. We should see showers to heavy downpours at times. And as far as rainfall to this point, you can see Palomar Mountain has picked up the lion's share at almost 2 inches up there. But the rest of the county, we're talking about a quarter to almost a half an inch in Lake Cuyamaca as well as Julian. Almost an inch at Mount Laguna. So the rain keeps coming. It will continue overnight. There's going to be a break for Christmas Day. We'll have scattered showers and sunshine, and then another shot of rain as we make our way into Friday. And then the weekend looks to dry out. The reason I'm showing you the entire state of California is because I want you to see the effect this storm has on basically the entire state. With the exception of Imperial County, pretty much every county in California has some sort of advisory, watch, warning, you name it. And this pink right here, this is all winter storm warning, and they are seeing heavy snow in the Sierra Nevada above 7,000 feet. Mammoth, the ski resort, has already seen almost 2 feet of snow at the 9,000 foot level, and into the village, they've seen at least a foot. They're seeing snow in the Lake Tahoe resorts, so that is good news for them. Kind of got a slow start to the ski season up there, and drenching rain for the entire state of California. So that will add to our reservoirs. Locally here, we have a flood advisory along the coastline and a flood watch for much of the county. Also, until about 10 o'clock tonight, we're going to see this wind advisory. Those winds will continue to howl as we make our way into the overnight hours. Fortunately, they will come down, but still some strong gusty winds coming in out of the south. As the front has yet to pass over us, we're seeing those winds really kick up across the region. Taking a look at what's happening here in San Diego over the next 3 days, we've got this advisory in place, so we've got a weather impact for you on Thursday and into Friday. Even though we're going to see kind of a break in the action, I want this weather impact to stay in place to kind of keep everyone on their toes, and then the rain returns as we get into Friday. Saturday, we start to see slightly warmer temperatures and we dry out just a little bit. The same goes for you folks in the inland microclimates. We're going to see partly sunny skies tomorrow, maybe a shower here and or there, but then the rains return on Friday into Saturday morning, and then by the time we get into the afternoon, we will start to see more sunshine and the winds will have died down, so things look to improve. Here's the rain chances as we take a look at them for the rest of the day today into tomorrow morning. You can see how it drops off, but still basically a 25% chance, 24% chance of rain. It spikes back up to 74% chance and then drops off as we make our way into the weekend. So things that you need to know for the rest of Wednesday: moderate to heavy rains continue, showers here and or there on Christmas Day, probably mostly sunny, but with the warmth lifting that moisture up off the surface into the unstable atmosphere, we could start to see a scattered shower or two, and then the rains return on Friday. This second blast won't be as strong as this particular front has been, but for the most part, we'll pick up another, say, quarter to a half inch of rain out of that. Current temperatures, I know you're hoping for snow in the mountains, but notice it's well above freezing, even at Mount Laguna at 45 and Palomar Mountain at 46. A little bit chilly, but earlier today, the daytime temperatures were just incredibly warm. I mean, I was out in the SDSU area, and it was in the mid-70s at about 11 o'clock. It was mid-60s along the coastline. We've cooled off now, and we're in the low 60s. This is a shot from our Mount Soledad Cañon. As you can see, the rain's still falling lightly. We're looking towards the south. You're going to have to take my word on this, but the rain continues to come down. Let's take you to downtown San Diego. The winds have died down to basically nothing in the downtown area, 62 degrees. And as we look at the temperatures across the southwest here, Phoenix at 68, Las Vegas at 60, you come back to Palm Springs, 59. Working your way up the coastline, low 60s, upper 50s for everyone. And in the Mammoth Lakes area, 34 degrees and snow falling all the way down into the village. They've got at least 6 to 12 inches in the village of Mammoth Lakes, and up on the ski area, as I said, 1 to 2 feet. They'll probably get a total of 2 to 4 feet by the time this system passes through the area. Now, as we take a look at this area of low pressure, I know when you look at this, you're like, well, that doesn't seem like it's that dynamic, but this is all cold air on the backside of here. And this is that first plume of moisture that is coming through Southern California, that Pineapple Express or atmospheric river. There's a secondary one behind this, and this is triggering the heavy snow in the Sierra Nevada. We're seeing heavy rain throughout San Diego County. Los Angeles is drying out a little bit, but boy, did they get heavy rain yesterday in the evening through the morning hours. That's why it kind of stalled over the Los Angeles basin and then eventually moved into San Diego. But this storm definitely packing a punch as the area of low pressure continues to grind down the coastline. You can see these plumes of moisture coming up. That's that atmospheric river. Here's Friday's plume of moisture that's going to come in. Snow flying in the Sierra Nevada, the low digs south, and as it does, it brings a lot of energy into the Sierra Nevada. And now here's that second plume of moisture poised to come in overnight Thursday into Friday morning. But notice we just see scattered showers over San Diego County. So if you're hoping for a little bit less rain to get outside and enjoy your Christmas holiday, it looks like that'll be there. But definitely carry an umbrella with you because this storm is working its way onshore. And then as we get into Friday, there's the plume of moisture coming in. But watch what happens on the backside here. We start to see ridging high pressure, weak high pressure in the central Pacific over the Hawaiian Islands, and as we work our way into Saturday, it nudges its way into the central and eastern Pacific. The low kicks on out, and we see a drier flow of air coming in out of the northwest. High pressure eventually expands and pushes everything out of the way. The storm track stays to the north of us, but these storms in the Pacific Northwest and Gulf of Alaska, they're strong enough to make their way southward. So by the time we get to next week on Wednesday, there looks like there might be another storm or two coming back into our forecast. All right, here's the atmospheric river, Hawaiian Islands right here, and you can see this plume of moisture streaming all the way across the Pacific. That was the one that has moved through. This is the next plume of moisture here, right there, and the area of low pressure is situated off the Central California coastline. This is going to work its way through on Friday, and then as we make our way towards Saturday, Sunday, we start to see high pressure build in over the eastern Pacific, and with that, we'll see those clearing skies and slightly warmer temperatures. It won't be as warm as it was today, I'll tell you that right now, but that's because of all this moist air was transporting tropical air into our region, and that's why it was so warm. Here's a look at the rain forecast, and you can see things dry out across much of Southern California on your Christmas holiday. And then watch as another storm approaches out of the northwest. It'll start to come in late in the day on Friday, and as we get into the evening, that's when that next wave of moisture comes in. You'll notice, though, there are no orange patches in here, which would indicate intense downpours, but still some strong cells moving through the area, basically the entire San Diego County area. This will move through the evening, and by the time we get to about 11, 12 o'clock at night, we'll go to scattered showers across the San Diego County area, and that will lead to the weekend. Rainfall totals by Thursday, you can see that the rain will start to really filter in and fill. On Friday, we see more rain coming in, and then as we get into the weekend, your 7-day forecast looks pretty nice. Christmas tomorrow, we got some sunshine in there for you. Then we've got the clouds returning, the rain, and then Saturday, Sunday, look at Monday, Tuesday, back into the mid-70s along the coastline, mid to upper 70s in the inland areas. Mountains, you'll stay cool, and there might be an outside chance of some snow as the colder air filters in down to about 5,500 feet. So we might get a couple inches in our local mountains, certainly in the Big Bear Lake area. And then once you get into the deserts, your temperatures stay in the mid-60s right on into the mid part of the week. So there's your long-range forecast. I'm wishing you all a very Merry Christmas. Stay safe out there as the roads are a little bit slick.